Okay, so now let's talk about inflation, because even though we are fighting back, they are going to keep coming. They are an unstoppable rebel force, but we are going to stop them. They think they're unstoppable, but they're not. That's the secret. Here's Jen Psaki. This is Monday, warning of the high inflation situation.
So because of the actions we've taken to address the Putin price hike, we are in a better place than we were last month. But we expect March CPI headline inflation to be extraordinarily elevated due to Putin's price hike. And we expect a large difference between core and headline inflation, reflecting the global disruptions in energy and food markets. So core inflation doesn't include energy and food prices. Headline inflation does.
Putin's price hike, Putin's price hike, Putin's price hike. It has nothing to do with them printing all this money. It has nothing to do with them giving out all this money. It has nothing to do with any of the ridiculous policies that they have instituted. It's Putin's price hike. It's almost as if these people have nothing to do with anything happening right now. It's quite extraordinary. They keep putting on their fancy outfits and they keep giving speeches and they stand at lecterns and they do all of this stuff, but they don't have anything to do with anything going on. It's just this guy in Russia who can do whatever he wants to us at any point. Quite extraordinary, wouldn't you say? But we've got actual numbers from NBC today.
The rising cost of everyday life in this country, new numbers confirming what we already know. Inflation is skyrocketing, reaching a 41-year high. We're getting a sense of exactly how much it is costing the average American family. NBC's Tom Costello on the story again for us. Tom, good morning.
Yeah, we are seeing higher prices for everything, for food, for housing, for used cars. But the biggest driver of this last month, energy, fuel, gas prices. Now, the Biden administration is adding more ethanol into the summer blend, hoping that that will, in fact, help drive down gas prices. The bottom line, though, experts say the impact may be minimal.
Many Americans have known it for a long time, but now it is official. Inflation is skyrocketing, hitting 8.5% last month, the highest since 1981. A big driver, gas prices, which a new government forecast predicts will reach an 8-year high this summer. While right now prices are down 24 cents from their highs in March, the national average still $4.08 a gallon, up $1.22 from a year ago. Now, the Biden administration is announcing a temporary summertime waiver to allow for the sale of E15, a blend of gas with 15% ethanol.
Even if it's an extra buck or two in the pockets that they fill up, will make a difference in people's lives.
But adding more ethanol may have a limited impact, since only 1.5% of gas stations nationwide actually carry E15. It's not just energy prices that are fueling inflation. Food is up 8.8% year over year, the biggest annual increase in 41 years.
You literally cannot make this shit up. Their solution is to put more ethanol in the gas, which is not good for the cars. That's why the ethanol is not there in the first place. And only 1.5% of the gas stations allow for this, right? Okay, do you realize how insane these people are? But it has nothing to do with them, because there is a scary man in Russia and he rides a horse without a shirt and he must be stopped at all costs. It is complete and utter nonsense. It is a total shell game. They do all of the stuff that has ransacked and wrecked the economy. This was not happening under Scary Orange Man. And then they blame shirtless horse-riding Russian guy. Get rid of your vodka if you're a true American. But they also try to scare the hell out of you the entire time, because if they didn't do the stuff that they're doing, you'd be starving.
Take responsibility for his decisions. Like some say the American Rescue Plan boosted demand when it didn't need to. Larry Summers was one of those.
Well, the alternative would have been that we would have gone into a massive economic downward spiral, and many Americans would have not had enough food to put on the table. So we chose the other path.
Can you believe it, guys? If they hadn't done all this good stuff that they've been doing, printing money out of nowhere and all of the great things that this administration is doing, you wouldn't have food on the table. You'd be absolutely starving. Sure, your food is extremely expensive and your gas is extremely expensive and there's not as much stuff on the shelves and everything is taking forever to get delivered. Actually, we're trying to just paint our guest bedroom white. We're going to turn a guest bedroom into the baby's room. We just want to literally paint it white. And the contractor came yesterday and he said that white paint is 4 times as expensive as it was last year. But thank you, Psaki,